go. I'm even live on video.
Okay, close enough. We will start our meeting with a roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Here.
Commissioner Barwick.
Here.
Commissioner Webb.
Here.
Commissioner Stecklin.
Here.
Mayor Absher.
Here. Rachel, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, item number 3 is our public comments, audience to visitors. Don't know that I see anybody here, but is there anybody who wants to address the council? Okay, item number 4 is a consent agenda, which consists of items A, B, and C with sub-items. Anybody on the council want any of these items pulled out and voted upon separately? Anybody in the audience want any of these items voted upon separately? Okay, we need a motion to pass the consent agenda, please.
I make a motion that we pass the consent agenda as given A through C. Second.
Any discussions? Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin.
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item number 5, under Building and Code Services, item A is a request that the zoning board heard relative to a special use permit and their recommendation to deny that special use permit as described in your packet here. So I don't think anybody's here to speak on that. Item B is not an action item for us. I think Wendy just thought that needed to be on there for information purposes as well, since we had information in our packet related to that. So we're just acting on item A, and we'll skip to C then. But who would like to make a motion one way or the other, please?
I would like to make a motion to affirm the zoning board's denial of special use permit for Brian Crabb at 805 North McLaren Street, parcel 0718 403-019 to operate as an Amazon delivery hub.
Second.
Okay, any discussion on A or B? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin.
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. So we'll skip to item 5C, or go on to item 5C. There's 3 ordinances here that were recommendations by Building and Code. One, item C, has to do with off-street parking requirements. You've got that change. Wendy, do you want to speak on any of these, just so I'm not...
I just don't know if there's any questions.
Okay.
The off-street parking amendment was requested by Code Officer Brian Van Horn. The changes that you see in that one, and there was only a couple. So it changes the length of required parking stalls to be 24 feet long. The previous amount, I think, was 20. And the required number of parking spaces for a 1-bedroom or less dwelling is now 2. Previously, it was 1.5. Not really sure how you get a half of a parking spot, but
Smart car.
but now it reads as 2. So those are the only 2 real changes that were made to that one.
Again, this is for new construction moving forward. This
Correct.
is not
Correct.
retroactive or anything like that. We'll need a motion before we can discuss this, if there is a discussion on it.
I'd make a motion that we would approve ordinance 3826, amending off-street parking requirements.
Second.
Okay, any discussion on this? Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin.
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item 5D is similar cleanup really in the ordinance. We found some contradictions in this ordinance, or part of the code, I should say, previous ordinance. That basically, where was the contradiction exactly here?
8-foot fence on the first third.
Yeah, so basically the ordinance says without a variance, you couldn't put a fence in the front yard, and then later it said that it shall not exceed 8 feet in the first front third of the front yard. So it just, it caused some angst there, so we basically just took that second part out, the second reference, which is in the code. So again, before we discuss this anymore, we need a motion.
I'll make the motion to approve ordinance 3821, amending the fence regulations.
Second?
Any questions on this? Discussion on it? Okay, roll call please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Next item, 5E. This was a situation that came up with an electrician that did some work for a constituent here in town. And after investigating that, Wendy making the recommendation, and Codes thinks this is appropriate too, that basically the applicant, electrical contractor applicant, shall have to retake the examination every 5 years to be eligible. I guess before, it just sort of, once you passed it, you passed it.
Yeah, well, I mean, well, and not even that, it's my understanding from some of the previous, how the codes department was ran previously, as long as you were already licensed in another municipality like Heron or Carbondale, for example, you were automatically gonna get a license in Marion without even having to take the exam. And as you know, we've redone our exam a couple of years ago. Brian and Tim Stotler completely redid the exam that they give to the electricians who get licensed in Marion now. So I think it's just a good idea to have everybody retake the exam. Make sure everybody has that basic general knowledge if they're gonna be performing this kind of work in the city.
I need a motion on that one.
I'd make a motion that we would approve ordinance 3822, amending the electrical licensing procedure.
Second.
Any discussion?
When do they contact us to be able to take this exam?
Yes, so the
Schedule with us?
Building and Code Services Department gives the exams. I think they're done on Friday mornings, maybe, at like 8:30 or 9 in the morning. So all they have to do when it comes time to renew their license, I'll probably get with Tammy about putting some sort of a notice out to all of the individuals who are already licensed with the city. And then all they have to do is contact the Building and Code Services Department to set up a time to come in and take the exam. And it's all done here at City Hall.
Do you have any idea how long the exam is?
I do not.
Okay,
There's a 2-hour time limit on
there is.
You know, even to me, taking the exam still doesn't mean somebody might still do shoddy work or, acceptable work, but I guess there's a bond.
Yes, yeah, we also do, and that's something we've required for years, but there also is a bond.
We ought to increase that, cause,
We just
inflation,
did increase it from 1,000 to 3,000, within the last year.
Doesn't go very far if they make a big mistake, does it?
well, cause I seen that was 8,500 on this one deal,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know where there's a point at where it becomes I don't know how expensive that is for an electrical contractor to get. I wouldn't think a $3,000 bond would be that much, but maybe as you scale it up, maybe it does become onerous, I don't know. But nonetheless, we think it's appropriate to tighten up our process here and make sure that
I agree.
because, the way that works is we provide a list of licensed electrical contractors to people, and there's an implied, maybe, Endorsement, I don't know if
Yeah.
that's the right word.
Yeah.
I think that we've got a duty in this case to make sure that they can at least pass this test. I'm sure I couldn't pass it, but I'm told it's not, it's basic electric know-how, so, anyway.
I was just curious, do we do a similar thing with plumbing too, or just?
I think that's
That's
state license, I think that's different, so we rely upon that process. Any motion in a second?
Yes.
Anybody else have any questions? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Steckland,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. On item 5F, this deals with our rates that we, I don't know what that is. We're getting some feedback from you, John, maybe mute it for a minute.
I could try that.
Okay. Like everybody else, we find our costs are accelerating as this commercial construction is popping up all over town, and it just takes longer and longer to do. And we have not updated our pricing for how we do commercial building permits. Do you know when the last time that was updated? Did you find that? It's been a number of years, I presume.
I don't have that date.
Okay. So the way that we price that is per square foot, and so it's 50,000 square feet or under is a certain amount per square foot, 50 to 200 or over 200,000. It's a scaled down, and I'm giving this for your benefit out there in the audience.
2005.
Okay, so obviously we've gone 17 years without updating this, and obviously our costs to administer this have gone up in 17 years, so. Anyway, it's just simply those three brackets, 50, 50 to 200, 200 plus are going from 12, 10, and 8 cents per square foot to 15, 12, and 10 per square foot. So with that explained, that'd be my motion to approve ordinance 3823, amending the section of our code regarding commercial building permit fees.
I'll second that.
Any questions on this? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Steckland,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. All right, on to economic development and municipal planning, item number 6A. This is a technical change. We've already approved this TIF redevelopment agreement. Just basically a timing issue on how long they have to turn in their receipts because their construction didn't get started when they thought it would, right? So, they still haven't completed all the required site work, so they didn't want the clock to start when we approved it, so there's no monetary value to that, it's just a timing issue, so that too would be my motion to approve ordinance 3824, amending a TIF redevelopment agreement with Olive Garden Holdings LLC.
I would second that.
Any questions, Cody, on this? I think you dealt with this issue. Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Steckland,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item 6B, we dealt with this about a year ago, and had passed an ordinance to put a stop sign at the apartment development there that's happening on Norman Road. As we were preparing to do that, Doug Phillips, and then I think Glenn concurs with this, as they discussed, it seems like the far more logical place to put this is at Broking in Norman Road. Didn't make any sense to do that at that subdivision, it was maybe too far down south on the road, and so that's their recommendation, is this would make a better place for it for traffic flow than at the apartment development. And we need a motion before we can discuss that one.
Make a motion to approve ordinance 3825, repealing and replacing ordinance 3655, authorizing a three-way stop at the intersection of Brookings Road and Norman Road.
I'll second that.
Okay, any discussion on this? Stop signs tend to cause a lot of questions and comments, so now's your chance. Okay, good. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yeah.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. On 7A, we were contacted by the county, and I guess there's a taxpayer that is appealing, a large taxpayer appealing their property tax bill to PTAB, the Property Tax Appeals Board, and because that's in a TIF district, the city has a vested interest in this case, and so they sent us a resolution, sent us a request, I suppose, and asked if we wanted to intervene or at least have Wendy present for this, which I think is appropriate in this case. And I'll go ahead and make that motion to adopt resolution 2022-18, authorizing the city attorney to intervene in a case before the Property Tax Appeals Board. Second. Any questions on this? You guys have this in your packet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item 7B, I'll have Cody come up, but the city has sponsored, I guess that's the right word, sponsored, the Pony,
Hosted.
pardon me,
Hosted.
sorry, the Pony World Series. That started a couple of years or a year before we were elected, or I was elected anyway. Just to be honest, between just starting and then COVID, which blew a hole in that, I thought maybe irretrievably so. That has turned out not to be the case, so I asked Cody and Doug specifically. He's even got a Colt World Series
So does Jim.
shirt on. Where's my shirt?
Those are 18 shirts.
Oh,
we didn't get it.
okay.
You're one.
All right.
I'll keep your shirt.
You gonna have shirts this year? Can I get one this year? Sure. Okay. So anyway, it's been a struggle, and I'm gonna let Cody take it from here and describe all the massive amount of work that has gone on in really the last year, and I think he'll introduce somebody else to talk about it too. But this is, to me, this is exciting. This is a much better future for pony baseball in Marion.
Yeah, so we, last year, because of COVID, there was no international teams that traveled in for the Colt World Series. So it was kind of a reduced tournament, if you will. And so it was really hard to plan for because we didn't know who all we were going to be hosting and those sorts of things. So in what felt like the 11th hour, Doug and I both kind of looked at each other and realized that we're not really good event planners. We like baseball, but we're not really good event planners. So from the marketing aspect and from the just the planning aspect, we found a partner in the Swinford Media Group and asked them to come on board and help us both organize the event and market the event, of which in a very short time they did a remarkable job last year on that. I think they came in July and the tournament started sometime around July 29th or 30th. With that, we felt that there might be some momentum to continue that partnership into this year, and we've met frequently, regularly since last year's tournament, and because of the efforts of Rachel Stroud with Swinford Media, I couldn't be more excited for the event this year. I think it's really going to be something special. They've done an unbelievable job marketing it. We've added some events, especially to Thursday night, which is not a game night, but there are going to be a home run hitting contest and a fastest runner contest of the teams here. There are 4 international teams this year. There's 4 U.S. teams, and then there's 2 local teams. And so for local families, there's an opportunity there to see your own kids or kids that you know in your community. And so it's exciting. There's a lot of local buy-in there as well. And then from the aspect of feeling really comfortable with the efforts of Swinford Media Group and their commitment to continue, helping us in this endeavor. We actually named Rachel Stroud the chairperson of the committee that helps organize this event each year. With the turnover at the ball stadium, there's also been a lot of cooperation with the Marion Stadium folks as well. And it's really going to be an impressive 4 or 5 days in Marion, and I think we're all looking forward to it. So with that, I'd like to introduce Rachel Stroud to make some comments as well. What this contemplates is a 5-year extension of our existing contract. Because of the turnover at the stadium, there is a change in one of the entities. It's no longer Southern Illinois Baseball Group, it's Marion Stadium LLC. And I hope Doug agrees with me. We couldn't be more confident going into these next 5 years of what this tournament can be for Marion and for the region. So that's what the item you'll vote on in front of you is, but I'll let Rachel share some comments as well.
Thanks, Cody. Now, you guys already have your polos on, so tonight, when you come on out to the stadium, because Germany and Team Marion are actually doing an exhibition game tonight. So support local, meet Germany. We'll get you all suited up. I just sent Nicole an email about getting you a polo made, so do you need one too?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Extra large.
I'll get the size orders
I
later.
feel left out. I
Um,
feel left out.
I'll get the size orders, don't you
Okay.
worry, we'll get y'all taken care of. But we are super excited. The team over at the stadium and Black Diamond and all their entities just as a whole have really jumped on board to make this whole series something the whole community can get behind. We've got theme nights, right and left. Friday night's gonna be a historical night at the stadium. Saturday night is going to be First Responder Appreciation Night. Chief Fitz and Chief Barnett are gonna be out there, along with Officer Jason and Gary. We're gonna have our first fetch instead of a first pitch, so that'll be kind of fun. Sunday night is going to be Education Appreciation Night, Teacher Appreciation Night. So we're excited to get to honor those folks before they start back to school. Monday night, we are going to have Healthcare Heroes Appreciation Night. They've had a really rough couple of years, so we're excited to get to give them a night off to relax a little bit. And we're gonna wrap the week up with Military Appreciation Night on Tuesday night. We've got a lot of great sponsors. Pepsi's gotten on board with giveaways. We're giving away 500 items at the gate at 5 o'clock every night. And other fine folks are gonna be throwing out first pitches, singing the national anthem. The Market Street Music Conservatory is actually kicking things off for us on Friday night, so I'm excited to create them before. As well as the high school marching band's gonna be out there and some other really cool groups from around our community. So thank you for bringing this here. Thank you for giving us the privilege and the honor of getting to hopefully make this bigger and better each and every year that we get to have this in Marion.
You wanna do the honors since you've been working so hard on this?
Absolutely. We'll make a motion to approve the contract extension with Pony Baseball and Marion Stadium LLC to keep the Colt World Series in Marion through 2027.
I would second that.
Any questions?
I might add, and I'm gonna give Swinford Media Group and especially Rachel some kudos here. She has turned this whole thing around. I had my doubts after 2 years ago and even last year, if we could make a go of it. But because we're getting the community involved, and it's not just the community Marion per se, it's the community 25 miles from here. You know, there are kids that are gonna be playing in this World Series from all over the world. It's a very, very special event if you like baseball, even if you don't like baseball. But you guys have done a super, super job, and I applaud you for that. I am so looking forward to this tournament, but what we can build on after this tournament and make it even better next year. So many thanks from me.
Well, thank you very much for that kind compliment, and this is totally not me. This has been the team at Black Diamond. This has been our team hosts who are welcoming teams in that are not from our country and showing them some Southern Illinois hospitality and
Yes.
what Marion has to offer. So like
Yes.
those are the people who are making this happen. So they're the ones who deserve all the rounds of applause and high fives through the tunnel.
Awesome.
Any other questions, comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Steckland,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Okay, Jim, you want to start tonight with commissioner reports under item 8?
Yeah, with the streets department, we finished leveling and seeding 3 lots recently that where we demolished some old houses, so we're kind of caught up on that currently. We've been doing some extra cleanup in the hill area and around town for these upcoming World Series Little League, so trying to make things look nice for visitors coming in. I've been painting some school crosswalks, getting ready for the new school year. Of course, we're continuing with sidewalk work, and we've had a few areas in the curbs that had actually busted up due to heat expansion, so I've been working on those. So and we had a retaining wall on D Street as well that we had to put in conjunction with that new sidewalk project. So cemetery, all's good out there. Grass is still growing, so we're mowing plenty of grass. That's all I have.
Okay, Commissioner Steckman?
Okay, can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay, so July's been really busy for the water department. This month we repaired 8 water main leaks. 3 services were updated. 9 meter pit repairs were done. 1 hydrant repaired. 1 hydrant was replaced. And we'd like to thank all the customers who reported their leaks in person and on the city app. I'm gonna hold off on trivia tonight because of this connection, so we'll double up next thing. That's all I've got.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do mine. Jill from the Club 60 sent this, wanted me to read it. The seniors at Club 60 want to help students get back to school with all their supplies that they need, so they're hosting a back to school supply drive. So anyone wishing to donate supplies, such as Clorox wipes, Kleenex, pencils, paper, notebooks, crayons, etc., can drop them off at the Senior Citizen Center until Friday, August 12th. All donations will go to students in the Marion School District. They've been having this program called Tech Tuesdays, which has become quite popular at Club 60. So any senior needing help with their smartphones, tablets, or laptops can stop by the center every Tuesday afternoon from 1 p.m. to 4 for free help. And Jill would also like to extend a special thank you to the Marion Police Department, Officer Plickta, and Canine Therapy Officer Gary. Wow, I can't believe I said it right. For a great question and answer program last week for their seniors. Officer Gary got lots of ear scratches and was a huge hit. All right, Commissioner Barwick.
I have a report from the fire department for the month of June. The fire department had 10 fire calls, 5 rescue and EMS calls, 14 hazardous condition with no fire, 11 service calls, 8 good intent calls, 19 activated alarms for a total of 67 calls during the month of June. We conducted 21 safety inspections and used 9,802 gallons of water for the month of June. That's all I have.
I don't really have anything, Mayor. I was off on vacation 2 weeks ago and down with COVID last week, so I'm back among the living and welcome back. Yeah, everything's good. Thank you, though.
Okay, anything else to come before the council and miscellaneous? Item 9. Okay, I do not have a need myself for executive session unless one of you do. Okay, hearing no need, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'd make the motion that we would adjourn.
I'll second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yeah.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Steckland,
Yeah.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Thank you all.